In the early 1930s, Germany was a nation in crisis. The country was struggling with economic collapse, mass unemployment, and deep national humiliation following World War I. Millions of people felt betrayed, desperate, and angry. This environment created the conditions for one of the most destructive political movements in modern history. By 1933, the Nazi Party had risen to power. They promised stability, pride, and economic recovery. Through propaganda, fear, and strict control of information, the regime reshaped German society. Independent media was eliminated. Political opponents were imprisoned. Loyalty to the state became mandatory. The government controlled what people saw, heard, and believed. The Nazi regime quickly transformed daily life. Education was rewritten to serve ideology. Children were taught obedience, nationalism, and racial superiority. Art, music, and books were censored or destroyed. Science and medicine were repurposed to support state narratives. Every aspect of society was centralized under authoritarian control. This system did not rely on force alone. It relied on participation. Factories produced weapons at unprecedented scale. Corporations cooperated with the regime. Ordinary citizens were encouraged to report neighbors. Bureaucracy made oppression efficient and impersonal. Genocide was organized through paperwork, logistics, and industrial processes. World War II expanded this system beyond Germany's borders. Occupied territories were stripped of resources. Populations were displaced or exterminated. Surveillance, checkpoints, identity papers, and controlled movement became normal tools of governance. By 1945, tens of millions were dead. Europe was devastated. The collapse of Nazi Germany did not end its influence. Instead, it reshaped the modern world. International human rights laws were created in response to the Holocaust. The United Nations was formed to prevent similar atrocities. War crimes tribunals established the concept of crimes against humanity. Modern definitions of genocide, authoritarianism, and propaganda come directly from this era. Security agencies, intelligence services, and modern surveillance systems were redesigned based on lessons learned during the war. Ethical rules in medicine, science, and psychology were rewritten because of Nazi experimentation. Even modern media literacy, the idea of questioning information, emerged from the realization of how propaganda had been used. The Nazi world was not an accident of history. It was the result of economic fear, political extremism, unchecked power, and mass manipulation. Its legacy is visible today in international law, global institutions, and constant warnings about authoritarianism. Understanding this history is not about the past alone. It is about recognizing how quickly systems can change when fear replaces accountability. This is how we got here.